Hey guys, man, many things. Haven't made a video in a while because it's been super cold in New York. I mean, not just cold, freezing. It's been in the negatives. They have said it's been so cold, they haven't seen like that in years. I think 20 years or something like that. It's been freezing. Believe me, I wanted to make a video, but I don't know, it wasn't happening. But I had a problem with the SJ, so that's why I got this video out. I was coming home from work and it just died. You know, I know my battery under the hood was no good. I have one more battery. And, I was doing some tests, me and Troy, draining it and stuff like that. That I knew, because I had my other batteries to jump it, so I wasn't worried about it. But something else happened. My solenoid fell apart inside on my starter. And it was hard starting. I noticed a couple of days it was like turning over really, really slow. And it finally went on me. Luckily, I wasn't in the middle of the street or at a store. I turned it off when I got home and it never started back up. But I didn't know what it was when it happened. I thought so many things were going through my head. The bad ground, is it charging? It was crazy. I never seen the starter. It was like I would turn over, it'd go click. So I thought it was a bad ground. So I'm checking everything. I hit my switch, my emergency switch, and it tripped. That's a 250 amp breaker in there. And it tripped. So it took me a while. So when I found out it was a starter, I had to come out here and it's freezing like it is now. I mean, it's cold in New York. I don't know if you guys are from New York, but it's freezing. I was underneath the SJ taking the starter out. And my hands were so cold. I went inside. It took me like 10-15 minutes for my fingers to stop hurting. And it was so cold. And I wanted to make a video, but I wasn't trying to hold the camera and film it, because it was so cold. Plus, I had my mechanic gloves on, and I want to get my camera all greasy. It was freezing, but I got it working. My truck is a mess. I got tools everywhere. So I really just got done with it. It's these are the gloves I had on, as you can see. I don't know if you can see this or not, but they're full of grease from the starter, Wasn't touching the camera. I had tools everywhere. Luckily, SJ has tools and I have my light. And of course, this happens at a bad time when I have stuff in my truck. It was crazy. And I was going through so much stuff. You see, I got a whole bunch of stuff back here. I had my my blanket, the wool blanket. Had it laying on the ground. I tell you, prepping pays off. But it was so cold, and it starts. That's the main thing. And everything is good now. I'm gonna make some changes to the SJ that I can make it better. I built the where is it? I don't know where it is, but I'm making a block underneath my hood where I could have all my positive wires going to there, and then from that block I'm gonna go one wire to the battery under the hood instead of all the wires, to the battery. So if anything ever happens, I could isolate that battery, and I know exactly what's going on. Because before I had all my wires from the deep cycle batteries going to the battery under the hood, and the wires under the hood going to the battery. So it's I'm gonna isolate everything so it's a little easier. Again, the SJ is it's working right now. Wish I had that block. I don't know where it is. Anyway, it started up. Let's see what we got here. And this guy, what's his name? Lee something, Lee Six something. You be asking some strange questions, man. About how would I make bread? What are you talking about? I'm not. The SJ, I made the SJ to just get me out of harm's way, you know, to get me home. If I have to leave, I have everything I think I need in it. Basically, I've done this all my life. I had tools, and I put the grill in there because, you know, it's just something I thought of. I'm like, hey, this will work. I'm not trying to make bread. And he asked me a question about how would I make bread. We don't care about making bread. You know, my main thing is, most important thing, anyone's truck anyone's, let me get a light on. The most important thing is your vehicle. Okay, your truck, your car, your bicycle, your motorcycle, whatever you have. Because without that, you can't go to work, or it's gonna make it hard for you to go to work, shopping, pick up your kids, do anything. So if you, a Monday morning, you have to go to work and your car or your truck or whatever you have doesn't start, that's the worst feeling in the world, you know? Especially when you have a job where you miss too many days, they'll fire you, you know? It's crazy. Anyway, check it out. Wasn't doing that before. But everything is up to par, as they say. I will show you the switch, but it's kind of dark. I don't think you can see it. But it runs good. I also changed the oil while I was out there, you know. And I want to show you something else. That bar I'm making. The plate. Alright. This is the plate I'm making. I don't know if you can't really see that too well. I got a piece of metal, and I drill the holes out. This right here, this one, and the one directly across is the mounting brackets. I have a piece of plastic, the same plastic that's holding up my solar panel. It's going to bolt to that, and it's going to bolt to the car. And this right here is going to go directly to the battery. Like this positive wire here, right there, all those wires, that's going to go. That's leaving. I'm going to have one wire that comes here to the battery. That's it. And the other wire from the starter is going to go right there. Then I have another hole, which is right here. You can see that hole right there. That's going to go this wire here. That goes to my my deep cycle batteries. That's going to go there. So that's how I'm setting it up. See if I can put it there. So I'm going to have a wire from here straight to the battery. That's it. Nothing else. Then the wires from the car that usually go to the battery are going to go really right here. I'm going to have another bolt. Then this one is going to go to the deep cycle batteries in the back. So that's going to be connected. Now don't forget I have that isolation switch, that emergency switch in the SJ, that I could turn the deep cycle batteries off and on. So that's going to isolate that. Now these bolts here are my mounting brackets. That's gonna, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. If I'm gonna put it here, I don't know. But I'm gonna put a piece of, once I do this, I'm gonna put a piece of rubber over this. And when I'm done. So that's gonna isolate a lot of stuff. All these wires here, right there, are gonna be gone. They're gonna go straight to here. So in the future, if I ever have to add on anything, all I have to do is just, I made extra holes, is tap onto this plate. It's so much easier than disconnect the battery and put it on a terminal. You put so many things on your terminal, which a lot of us do. It doesn't hold well, strips out. It's a lot of problems. And I'm thinking about making another one for the ground too. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this will also help me if I ever have to take this battery out of here. I could just take this post and that post off and take the battery out. I don't have to worry about all these other wires, you know, because they're going to be here, always here, you know. If you don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to talk kind of fast because it's freezing out. But that's what I did. I made this plate, and I think it's going to work good. That's going to be something I'm going to work in the spring. You know, I got this plate, and it's really good. I like it. And that's what I'm going to do. But I'm telling you, everything else in the SJ worked perfect. The isolation switch, the emergency switch, it tripped when it's supposed to. You know, some people ask me, how come you don't have a fuse between, you know, here, that wire, and this battery to that battery? I have that switch. That switch is really a breaker, like a breaker in your house, like in your circuit panel. That's what it is. It gets to a certain point, it'll trip. So it's actually better than the fuse, because I can reset it. If you blow a fuse and you don't have another one, you're pretty much done once you fix your problem. But anyway, I have a lot of things to talk about, because I was working on the SJ. It's freezing out right now. I keep saying it because it's cold. And you know, my neighbors, they come out and they start smoking. They don't say anything. You know, hey, you need a hand. I know it's cold out, but they can say, hey, you need a ride to the store. Nothing. You know, people are effed up. Lucky one of my good friends who lives over there, I said, hey man, I need a ride to the store. He said, look, I can't go right now. He gave me the keys to his truck. Take your time, man. Whatever you need, just take the truck and go. So that's a good friend, you know. And he said, anytime you need me, I'm here. I said, that's cool. And the same thing goes for me. If you need me, you need my truck, I'm here. That's how it should be. But a lot of people are not like that. I lived here about almost 8 years, and I can't believe people just watch you. You know, I can't wait till they ask me for something. I can't wait. And they have. I see people outside working. I go over to them, hey, you need a hand or whatever. Help people out. People today, they don't care. Even the ones the ones I live next to anyway. You know? So anyway, I'm gonna go inside. It's freezing. I just wanna make this quick video. All you guys out there, all my subs are great. There's other stuff I want to talk about, but I can't even think about it right now. It's freezing, I'm telling you, like negative, I don't know what it is. It's freezing. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? This is SJ, a man of many things, and I'm out.